Okay, here we are. We are at our Team Rockstar meeting for February 27th.
2013.
It's almost March. One more day.
I know.
Isn't,
Awesome.
isn't that amazing? So anyways, I want to welcome everybody, Sophia and everybody else that's on this call, or will be listening to this call as a recording down the road. We're going to get right into it, and I'm hoping that we can have some participation. If you are just logging in, you want to hit the mic button on the top of the screen. That will actually unmute you so that you can actually talk with us while we're doing this. We are in conference mode, so it's not just Gabby and I talking. You guys can talk as well. So here we go. So tonight's focus is sponge up.
Sponge up.
So, what does that mean, sponge up? Well, I always like to have fun when I do these things, and yet at the same time, do something serious. And this is a very serious thing, but at the same time, it is fun. Before I get into tonight's meeting, let's talk about the new coaches, which I don't think there were any, Gabby, this week.
No, they're coming though.
This is the first week that we haven't had any coaches. So
Yes, there's some girls that I'm talking to that will be joining our team soon, so stay on the lookout for them.
Stay on the look because they will be coming in. There's some great things happening for sure.
Yes.
I know that you're trying, Sophia, but we can't hear you, so I'm not sure what's going on there. There might be a problem with the volume level on your mic. You might want to go into your settings and turn your volume level up. That might work as well. So let's talk about sponging up, okay? Well, what I mean by that is, we should all be sponges. So I want you guys to think like a sponge and try to soak it all up. Soak up everything that you can around you, whether that's training, whether that's tips, whether that's informational videos, whether that's newsletters, whatever we can to find out more and do more for our Beachbody business. And, a couple of points here that I wanted just to bring out here is that there's a coach on Newsfeed. And that newsfeed, actually, I have that on my computer every single day. And so when there's new coach news from the Team Beachbody Coach Online site, it actually comes right onto my computer. So I don't have to log into that Coach Online, the back office, every day. I can actually just look on my email client server, and it comes right there. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in a minute here.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the calls. And, I really recommend people listen and attend those calls. A lot of it's, kind of the same thing. But, we need that to get drilled into our head. And the other thing is a lot of different people, there's, over 100,000 coaches, and a lot of different people have these calls and are on these calls as special guests, and they all have various ways of doing business.
Yeah.
They all have different methods of approaching people. They all have different methods of building their teams. And so it's always great to make sure that we try to listen to everybody else's viewpoint because, I might not be like the next guy, but I might be like the next girl. And so I can always get tips from somebody else. And so by listening to the coach calls and the team calls, it's a great way to learn more information and get some of those aha moments, where you go, aha, I never knew that, or aha, I should be doing that,
Yeah.
I want everybody to practice their ahas this week, One of the things I started listening to, a couple months ago was the Team Wake Up Call. And that's the Beachbody National wake-up call, and that's at 8 a.m. or Pacific Standard Time or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's every single Monday morning, and it comes right from Beachbody headquarters, and it's dynamite. I mean, it was really cool. This week they were talking. They had 4 different top coaches on there. Each of them had 2 minutes to explain how they motivate people to buy challenge packs.
Yes, it was awesome.
And it was a great call. So, and if you do miss any of these calls, you can always pick it up. We post ours on the Team Rockstar page on Facebook. I know if you look at the Coach News, it's posted for the National Wake Up Call, and the Dynasty ones in the Team Dynasty. So the Team Dynasty ones are also on Monday. They're at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, and our Team Rockstar call obviously is at 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. on Pacific. So again, I urge you to be a sponge and read the Beachbody news daily, or at least have the feed coming onto your computer through your email client, and I'm going to show you how I did that as well and what that looks like. But you can also log in and you can go under the heading of news and training, and you can see all the updates and see what's going on a weekly basis. Again, sponging up.
Gotta love that sponge right there.
It's a great reminder that we should be as sponges. Children learn more things from the ages of 0 to 5 years old than the rest of their lives.
Wow.
And it's amazing. Why? Because children are
sponges.
Yeah. They just absorb so much. It's absolutely amazing. So again, I want to just tell everybody and encourage people to sponge up. Just let's absorb everything we can. Now the RSS feed from the Coach News can come right onto your email client. I'm a Mac user, so I use Mail. I know in Outlook they have an RSS feed button as well. And if you go into the site, and I'm just going to go to the previous page, there's actually a button on here that you can press for RSS feed, and it'll go right into your Mail client. So again, the great thing about that is I don't even have to log in, and I still get all the information. And look at some of the information that's on there this week. I took this snapshot from my Mail client, so this is exactly what it looked like that comes onto my Mail. And talked about the Shakeology increase that we were all aware about. I did announce that on Team Rockstar earlier this week. And how did I know about it? At first, well, because I was on the team call Monday morning at 8 a.m. And it was a great way to spend my Monday morning. Now, a lot of you can't do that. You're at work or whatever, so you can always listen to it. But again, get on those national calls. They really train you, and they teach you a lot. Again, let's sponge up wherever we can. As well, they talked about the registration that's open until tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the Team Cup. They extended it. So if you're not on a team yet and you want to get a team going, I really encourage you to do that. And, they talked about the other thing is, right now as an Emerald coach or above, you qualify for Team Beachbody leads, and you qualify for Team Beachbody team bonuses as well. Mm-hmm. So, but one of the things that we had to do to get Success Club is we had to log in 8 workouts a month. Well, we don't have to do that. Effective immediately, which was Monday, we don't have to log in those 8 workouts anymore. So that's really cool.
That's awesome.
Not to say I'm not going to, because I've actually got a couple of clients this week from the Beachbody site, because they saw me working out and, in the Wowie gym, in the super gym there, and they contacted me, they friended me, and now they're both in my challenge. So
wow,
that's
awesome.
It is a great way, again, to sponge off Beachbody and get some more clients. So be a sponge and soak it up. Here's another way. Here's the wake-up call. Again, it's Mondays at 11 Eastern Standard. There's the phone number to dial in. It is a toll-free number. Jot that down, or you can watch this again when it's recorded. There'll be a link to this, so you can watch that again. So take a look at that. Make that number. I have that number on my speed dial in Skype, and I just Skype it. It cost me like nothing to listen to it. The Team Dynasty call is on Monday night, so we got 2 calls Monday, one in the morning, one at night. Again, a Team Dynasty call is headed up by Lindsay Matway 9 times out of 10, and she has special guests on a lot. But I'll tell you, just learning from her and her experience in the 3 years that she's been with Beachbody and how she's risen from 0 to one of the top 10 coaches in all of Beachbody is amazing. So there's great things you can learn from her. And, I really encourage you to get on those calls. And if you can't get on the calls, again, try to listen to them, download them or listen to them throughout the day on your iPod or, your phone or something like that. And I'm hoping that everybody can still hear me good. So, this is the new site that we started using called anymeeting.com. I think it's a great site. I think the slides are clear. I'm hoping that everybody can hear me. Now, everybody should also be able to talk with me. So, Warren, can you guys hear me? And can you just test your microphone if you have a microphone on? Nancy, you've got yours muted, I see. Sophia's having a little bit of a hard time with her mic. Maybe her mic is turned down. Yeah, I can't hear you, Warren. We should be on.
Hear me?
Okay. Nancy, can you talk?
Oh, this is Nancy talking.
Okay,
oh, yes,
is this Nancy?
I guess it works. Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, hey Nancy. Well, that's glad. So that works perfect. Welcome to the call. So what I want you guys to do, I'm hoping that Warren can get in here too, and what I want you guys to do is if there's any questions or anything like that you have as we're going through this, then please just kind of interrupt and blurt it out, because we're here to have a discussion. And this is the kind of meetings that I want to have from here on. That's why we've switched to this website.
Can I just say one thing?
You bet.
I know Sophia is having trouble and we can't hear Warren. I'm using a gaming headset on my gaming headset.
Yeah, we can't hear you. And you're using a headset, eh?
Yeah, it's got the microphone right on it.
Well, it's really clear, I'll tell you. Now, they do say that they suggest you put headphones on or your earplugs in when you're using this, so maybe that could be something to do with it too. You're hearing feedback. Go ahead.
Sorry, I have lag on my mic, so.
Yeah, I'm hearing you really clear. I know Sophia's here listening, and she's getting a lot of feedback from you, but that could be the internet in Roatan in Honduras. I mean, it's really, really slow, so that could be part of the thing. Are you getting any echo or anything like that, Warren, at all?
No, let's just get through these, because that way.
Okay, we're going to continue on.
Respect other people's time.
We're going to continue on. So again, the next call is every Wednesdays, and this is always going to be the address where we're going to have these calls. And I will post in the Team Rockstar page the recordings when they're done. They usually take 4 or 5 hours to process and upload. So I will post the recordings. Again, before we had them on YouTube for a couple weeks. Now they're going to be a direct, they'll look just like this. So, okay, so I should have here now, Warren. Okay, if you're there, Warren, just speak up at any time, no problem, because I think I just had you on your little icon just changed to a telephone. The other thing that they just introduced, Beachbody, which is a really cool thing, and I wanted to kind of just go through this because we all have so many questions and so many questions and so many ways that we need to learn each week. And they just introduced an FAQ, facts and questions, at the bottom of every page in the Coach Online back office. So if you've got questions, they're saying we've got answers. And not only is there a nudge base, but you can also ask them a question and they will respond in real time. There's a chat mode there as well. So instead of waiting days for an answer, we can get the answer right away. So here's what it looks like. So if you hit facts and FAQ, facts and questions, this is what comes up. And it's a support home, or and what you can do is you put in, I put in Success Club points because I wanted to know, exactly how we get Success Club points and how they work for 2013. So I keyed that in. This was what I got instantly, all the answers, and there was about 9 or 10 of them. I just couldn't fit them all on the page. And so I actually clicked on the top one there, and it's almost like a Google search engine, right? So I clicked on the top one, and I got this. And the answer was exactly what I wanted: how you get Success Club points, what the limitations are, and how exactly they work, and if there's chargebacks or anything like that. So, and what I needed to do to get to each level. So it was really neat. Now I also went to Ask a Question, and in Ask a Question, this is where you're asking the support team a question. They will give you an answer either in real time, or if there's not somebody available, they will email you back right away. And so there's a couple of drop-down menus for product, a couple of drop-down menus for category, and what is your coach request as well. So you can put your question in there briefly, and then you can hit the drop-down menu. So it's awesome. But you got to put your coach ID in, guys. So if you're going to be sending it, make sure you put your coach ID. The system doesn't get that all the time. Exactly. So now let's talk back again about sponging. Instagram sponging. Okay, here's something that I posted, which was basically a clip that I got off of Beachbody website, where this guy won the $500 for the daily prize of the Beachbody Challenge. And so I cropped it and I put it up there, and I said, hey, this Rusty guy got some amazing results. And I basically copy and pasted what they said about him. And then at the bottom of it, I said, if you want to join one of my challenges. And by doing that, you'll get in awesome shape too. You have to be accountable to the group, and in order to do that, just send me a friend request on Facebook, and I'll get you connected up. The way that you sponge on Instagram is by making sure, we talked about this last week, your hashtags are reaching the appropriate people. Because millions of people every single day search on Instagram. They might search for something like being fit, or to be skinny, or nutrition, or health, or lifestyle. And when they search for things like that, if your picture has those hashtags on it, then your picture comes up on the top of the search.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'll be looking at your picture first. So if someone was to look at before and after, or searching for losing weight, this picture is going to come up. Now, it's only going to stay up there as long as until the next guy posts his picture. So that could be a second, it could be an hour.
Yeah.
With those same hashtags. So you want to make sure that you do it, and then you can, like I said last week, you can recycle that photo. Tomorrow, remove it and put it up again. And the great thing about that is you're reaching different people each time.
Yeah.
Again, you're using the system of social media to sponge to get clients. This week, I got 2 clients from Instagram by posting pictures exactly like this. Now, I use males and I'll use females. I'll use both testimonials. And they work really, really well. And I got this idea from Gabby. You started using it a couple of weeks ago, and it's worked really well for you, right?
Yes, I got Success Club 11 in less than 2 weeks. So I know that Instagram is the way to go for promoting Beachbody.
And these are people that just saw your photo and then said, hey, and then they friended you on Facebook, and then you did the spiel on Facebook, right?
Right. And I only posted women pictures because I only want to attract those type of people, women. So just do whatever makes you feel comfortable,
Yeah, I mean, if you want to just stay with women, that's fine. If you're a female coach or men, I do both. And if I'm not comfortable with somebody, I'll hand them off to Gabby, and have them have her deal with it, and vice versa. If it's a guy that really has a lot of questions about getting ripped and lean and muscle questions, and she can't answer those questions, she'll say, my husband's a coach. I'm going to hand you off to him, and he'll deal with you.
Yeah.
So again, that really works for a husband-wife team as well. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Nancy.
And Warren and Michelle.
And Warren and Michelle, well, they're already there, so
Yeah.
it's awesome. Facebook sponging. How do we sponge off Facebook? Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you how I sponge off Facebook. I sponge off Facebook by copying, mimicking, and by absorbing what other coaches and other fitness professionals and amateurs do on there. So I like a whole bunch of different fitness pages, and I put those in my feed. I like a whole bunch of Beachbody coach pages, and I put those in my feed. So anytime I open up my computer and I turn on Facebook, I get all these feeds that I can basically see exactly, oh, hey, there's a cool article on drinking water. Oh, hey, there's a cool article on doing sit-ups for abs.
Absolutely.
Hey, there's a cool picture of doing some squats and the proper way to do it. So I'll steal the picture, I'll copy it, save it to my desktop, and then I'll write something about it as well. So sponge off Facebook. Sponge off the information that's out there, guys, because there's a lot of it. So Instagram is one, Facebook is another. Last week we talked about connecting on Facebook as well and reaching out to people. Now this is the proper script that I actually send out to people that are my friends. And I have, I don't know, over 1,200 friends. So I'll pick 2 of them a day, maybe 3, or if I'm really desperate, maybe 4 or 5. And I will send them this script. I'll say, hey, George, we're starting this 30-day Beachbody Challenge group on March 4th and have space for just a few more people. I'm coming to you first and giving you the first opportunity to take a look before I start inviting this long list of people. Would you like to hear more about that? And I have people going, no, thank you, or sure, I'd love to hear more. I'm always up for a good challenge. And then I go into the script. But, if you don't reach out to people, then you can't get a yes or can't get a no. It's better to get one or the other than a maybe. So, I encourage you, reach out to people and ask them if they want to be in your challenge. And, as now Warren's and Joanne and Michelle are hosting a challenge, Gabby's hosting her own challenge. There's, we're reaching out, we're hosting more Rockstar challenges out there. So there's going to be more opportunity for people to get connected with your people. I know when we've been having our challenges in the past, sometimes there's 6 or 7 or 8 of us coaches in there. And it can be a little bit overwhelming, and it's really hard to get personal and give really good advice and stuff like that. So by doing our challenges on our own, I think it's a great way to give our clients really good attention and be those coaches and mentors for them as well. So again, use Facebook for connecting. But don't do this kind of call on a cold call. You're better off on a warm call, meaning if you've built a relationship with the person already, like we talked about last week, even for a week or two. There's still time to get a team in for the Beachbody Team Cup. And, there's over 1,000 teams registered right now. Again, it doesn't cost anything. It's just based on points. And if your team gets to 25 points and you reach Success Club, you're in for prizes. And so you can get everything from Beachbody duffel bags to baseball caps. And the grand prize is actually on the set with Tony Horton in his new workout video, his new DVDs. And I don't know what that is called. I guess it'll be like a P90X3. Warren, I don't know if you've heard anything or not. I haven't heard anything yet. So, there's some great prizes, and I encourage every one of you. You don't have to be diamonds, you don't have to be emeralds, just anybody can get on there and participate. It's open to everybody, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The last thing I want to talk about, again, I always end this with being a product of the product. This is one of my Instagram photos that I put up there. I also put these kind of photos on Facebook because, a lot of times people were saying to me, TJ, and this is back in October when I signed up, you got into Beachbody and all you're doing is trying to sell us products. And, because I was excited, right? Because there's some great deals on Shakeology, great deals on TurboFire, and they do these great promotions. And people want to see that you're using the product. People want to see that you are a product of the product. And so make sure that you take pictures of yourself in the gym, wherever you're at. If your gym's in your home, in front of your TV. I mean, if you look at some of the other coaches, they'll take pictures of themselves and the TV screen in front of them just to prove that they were working out.
Yeah.
And what that does is it kind of builds confidence in some of your clients. Like, we're normal people. We didn't come ripped. We didn't come in great shape. We didn't come, with those hourglass bodies. We had to work for them, and we're still working for them every single day. And so it's really important that, we try to make sure that our clients also are aware that we're human too, and we succeed and we fail. And so a lot of times will post my failures up there too.
Yeah.
And I know, Gabby, you do too, and that's being vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
And it works out really well for you.
Yep, absolutely. People like to relate to real people. So definitely be yourself. So I'm hoping that somebody's microphones are going to work here. Is there any questions that we can answer? Again, there could be a computer problem with you guys. Warren, I'm not sure what's going on. Sophia, I think it's your internet speed. We just can't get you. But, Warren, try again. Or it could be that your volume's down or one of your settings. Did you use the hardware acceleration when you first logged in? Yeah, I can't hear you. Anyways, okay, well, we're going to work on that. Guys, when you log in for next week, try to just check your computer settings. Make sure when you first log in, there's actually a little setting that says, allow or don't allow, and you got to make sure you hit the allow, and your mic button is clicked. Is your mic, when you talk, does your mic kind of flash, Warren? Does your mic kind of flash as you're talking to indicate that it's receiving your voice? That's too bad because this should be working. I know it was working okay for Nancy. I can post what I'm using on the Rockstar thing if that will. Okay. We'll just do a tutorial about it. Yeah, we'll do a tutorial about it for on the Rockstar page and see if we can't. And it's highlighted. Yours is working. Yeah, so I can't hear anybody. This is really odd. Well, anyway, it could be the fact that when you first logged in, if it tested your band speed and it couldn't get a good band speed for upload, and then it might have a problem there. So there is some settings that you can change. You can log in here anytime, and you can kind of play with it as well. So try something like that. Anyways, since we can't hear you yet, I'm gonna terminate the call. And I want to thank you guys for all taking your time tonight. Gabby and I love you guys. You're absolutely amazing, and we're so excited. This is a very big week for us. with Beachbody for all our team. Usually the end of the months are, because that's when all the HD orders go through for Shakeology and stuff. So it was a really good week. So you guys are doing great. You're getting the message out there. I love your posts on Facebook. I love everything that you guys are doing. You know, keep at it. I know we're all busy with other jobs, and I know we all have, you know, personal life and family and everything like that. So I'm certainly not saying that you got to put more effort into it by any means. I'm saying that what you're doing is great. Keep up the good work, and make sure you listen to the team calls. Make sure you reach out to people, because that's how we spread the gospel of Beachbody.
And also, if you have a question that you would like us to discuss in the next call, just private message me or TJ, and then we'll be glad to talk about some of your questions and concerns.
Exactly. So anyways, until next week, guys, take care. Have a wonderful week, productive week, and make sure, remember, tomorrow's the end of the month. So if you've got any orders, or if you got anybody on the fence about Shakeology, make sure that you get them in, and so you get that credit for that sale and that order for the month. Make sure you're all active on HD, and we will talk to you next week. You guys are awesome. Take care. God bless.